Hello, my gorgeous Ophiuchus, and welcome to your weekly energy check-in reading. We are just going to jump right in and get started. I do want to take a moment, though, and say happy birthday to the most amazing son on the planet. My personal opinion, of course. Happy birthday, son. I cannot believe you're 16 already. I give him a shout out here today because he always is very, very supportive of me and my videos when they come out. So I wanted to make sure that I just give him a little shout out there. All right, Ophiuchus, the week ahead. Very interesting energy here. I feel like, I don't know if you've just stepped into you've gotten the groove of your life. You're going with the flow. And I feel like maybe you've stepped into this Nine of Pentacles energy. I feel like if you've been waiting on a partner or waiting for the right time for something to come together or to start building with someone, I feel like for some of you, you could be with this person, but it hasn't gotten to that really stable place yet. Or you're waiting for that person to come in. I do feel like as soon as you step into this energy, which it seems like you'll be doing this week, this, I wanted to say very tuned in, tapped in, turned up. I want to say utilizing your gifts and talents to create wealth and maybe monetary success in your life could be coming in for you this week. It's like you're just there, you're just stepping into it. And I feel like that's what opens the door or opens the gate to this possibility of the Four of Wands coming in. That's what I'm getting. So it's like, I don't know if that was the cue for Spirit to say, okay, now we can start pouring in, right? They've gotten themselves to this point. All because you followed those wishes, hopes, dreams. I feel like you've done a lot of healing in your life as well. Maybe from some past situations that were maybe dealing with sneaky partners or maybe trying to sneak away from different heartbreaks. It's like trying to run away from your own stuff that you weren't ready to heal. I feel like you took the time, you did the healing work, and now you're standing in your power, you're standing in your light, you're rising like a star, and I feel like in your own life, right? And in everybody's individual way. But I feel like you've walked away from this type of energy. Yeah, you've walked away from that type of energy to find emotional fulfillment, to find spiritual fulfillment. And I feel like you have. So it's like once those boxes were ticked, I feel like Spirit's saying, okay, we can open it up now. Ophiuchus can have everything that they've been asking for. They're in alignment now. So I feel like it's just you had to step into alignment. Yeah, these are things you've been waiting on. You've been waiting for these ships to come in. And in some instances, you've been chasing those things that you wanted. But when it's not time, it's just not time. And you can chase it until you're exhausted, right? Until Spirit says, okay, we're going to open it up. And they provide you with the door right there in front of you, right? I feel like sometimes we can chase for the longest time and it just not be the right time. So we're going to continue to chase, right? I feel like you were getting a little nervous. You thought that maybe you were going to miss your opportunity with whatever it was. But no, here it comes. Spirit starts blowing that clarion call here, rising the lovers up from the grave and giving you another chance to step into that role. I feel like from this Queen of Swords energy, I almost feel like this is the healthiest place to come into love. I feel like after you've experienced different experiences, heartbreak as well, I feel like it really does create the strongest version of self. I feel like you set your healthy boundaries, you listen, you hear the truth, you're very respectful of people's time, their energy, their love, because you know what it takes and you know what it feels like when it doesn't turn out right. I feel like this was really, really necessary to get you to that place where you can recognize what real love looks like or what whole love looks like. I feel like this person's been eyeing you up for quite a while, perhaps holding back for a little bit, maybe to see if you were ready or not. I feel like this person kind of follows their instincts as well, follows their soul's compass. Yeah, and now it's time. Spirit, right on cue. Spirit is offering this opportunity for you to step into the lover's energy again. Yeah. it is always entirely up to you, right? You don't know what it's going to give you, but I feel like you're ready to take a chance. I feel like you're ready to take that leap of faith. Yeah, look, we've got the Lovers and coming out of the colds. That's what Spirit's saying. You're ready to come out of the cold into the Lovers energy, giving it a try, right? Maybe it's been a while since you've decided to, I feel like because of this energy, it was in reverse, because maybe you had something before that you thought was going to last, but it didn't. I feel like this time it does. I feel like this is something that can go the long haul. Why? Because both are putting in the love, the care to make it happen. I love it. Spirit on deck. Both are putting in the work. I feel like we can stop here. I feel like it'll just keep going around and around. And I feel like Spirits got their message out here this morning. You've got an opportunity for love coming in, possibly this week. Could be as soon as today. I love the energy. I feel like this is what you've been waiting for. I feel like it took you stepping fully into your power, Ophiuchus, before Spirit said, okay, now they're ready, right? I feel like that was the cue. Yes, that was the cue to step into your powerful energy, to follow your particular path. And that's when this door unlocks. That's when you can put the work in and have what you've been waiting for. I love it. Fantastic energy here. All right. Let's see. Your initials, their initials, any other messages that may channel through here today. All right. Let's see. We've got a lot. We've got a P on top. I feel like we don't see the letter P very often. I feel like that's why I'm pointing it out. We've got an L and an O and an E. What are you? An R, an I, a blank, insert initial here, a V, an A up top here, a T, an E, and an F. That E wanted to stand out, an H. All right. So those were the ones that were raised. W or an M, J, N, I, L, a D. I heard the name David. All right, let's see. Any other messages? You know what's the strangest thing? I'm just hearing complete quiet. I feel like you've gotten to a point in your life where you do, or you've had enough of your own quiet time, and I feel like you know how to reach that even in hectic times or hectic situations. You can find your peace. I feel like that's what Spirit's almost saying. You're in a place where you're in a really good place. I feel like mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, I feel like you're in a good place, and Spirit's saying you have more of a mind for loving opportunities now than you've ever had. I feel like you've got those healthy boundaries in place is what I hear. It's so important. And I feel like that really leads to healthy situations. I heard let's go home. So I do feel like it was someone saying it to you, Ophiuchus. So I do feel like that person is going to create a home with you, or there's an opportunity to create a really loving, stable environment. Could be blended families as well. There could be other children involved if you already have children. If you don't, your person may have children. I'd heard blended. So that could be for some, right? I hear the pitter patter of little feet is what I heard. So for some of you, you'll have your own children with this person. I heard something about pile one. Oh, maybe someone was in pile one the other day with Saturday Pick a Card. You could have been a pile one. If not, you could look into that. You might find yourself in pile one, and that's for whoever it's for. I heard on the road to success. I feel like that's where you're heading. And I feel like, in your personal opinion, the success you see in your life, I feel like maybe others might not be able to see where you're going or what you've achieved, but I feel like you really do. I feel like that's such a beautiful place to be. Just happy and proud of yourself, of how far you've come, and how far you still want to go, right? I love it. All right, let's see. For Ophiuchus, what can you tell Ophiuchus? What can you tell Ophiuchus here? Oh, wow. I'm not surprised. We've got, wow, they found each other again. This is the lock with the keys. I separate all of these with the little magnet. I separate them all inside the jar, and they find their way back to each other every time. So this is my symbol that if this finds itself out here on the board, these are two souls that have the key to each other's heart. You unlock each other's heart, and I feel like this could be a lasting opportunity between two souls. I just feel like it's such beautiful energy here. You could have communication being volleyed back and forth between you and this person if this is a new thing this week. Could be starting this week. I heard something about TG, you're stubborn. So I feel like your stubborn energy of wanting to get yourself to where you want to get yourself before you step into something, or wanting to achieve a certain something before you do something else. It's like, I feel like there's a reason you had that stubborn energy and it's taken you far. Sometimes stubborn energy is really a good thing. And I feel like it has been here because you've had to barrel through things that were tough to get you to this point. Now we've got that luck. I do hear a windfall coming in. You may have some type of monetary abundance coming in as well. The two of you, you and this other soul that may be coming in this week, the two of you may start something together that creates monetary abundance. That's for whoever it's for. Yeah, I hear you've been very, very resilient and very stubborn about getting to where you want to be and becoming who you want to become. And I feel like that was really everything. It really was, because it's gotten you to where you are right now in this beautiful alignment, ready to start something new. So we have the moon with the heart. I do feel like, when I see the moon, I think of the sun and the moon, and I think of divine counterparts. So when I see the moon, I think the divine feminine with the love here. So I do feel like someone could be offering you, and I want to say the highest version of you, their heart. And I feel like on that level, there is a really awesome opportunity to have something, again, that lasts. So I feel like someone is viewing you as their divine other half. If there was something that needed to be fixed between you and someone else, that could also happen this week. The two of you might heal things and find friendship again, or find romance again, and that could be for whoever it's for. It doesn't have to be for everyone, because I do sense a lot of newness coming in here as well, although it could be new energy between old partnerships, right? And that's for whoever it's for. I feel like you'll know if that's for you when this person comes in. We have eternal love here on this heart, and I do feel like a lot of you will find your life partner coming in this week. This is a really big opportunity to have that. As far as your divine sight goes and your intuition, it is, again, on point this week. No change there is what I want to say. You're still there. You're still rising spiritually. You may actually have dreams about this person coming in, or you may have had them in the past. If this person looks familiar, you may have actually dreamed of this person before they come in. All right, Ophiuchus, that is what I have for you all. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, become part of this Ophiuchus tribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.